guys, what's good? Disclaimer, my birds are really loud. They are birds, they like to chirp. So today I wanted to talk about when I was younger and how I used to scam little kids. So basically back in 2014, I played this game called Movie Star Planet, and a lot of people played it at the time. It was a really fun game. I enjoyed it, and I was like a little idiot. Like the first account I ever made was my email address for Yahoo. It was so stupid, but I only did that so people could email me. It was the dumbest thing, and now I can't even get into that email, so. But it was literally my first and last name, just plastered on Movie Star Planet. It was terrible. In this game, there are these items called rares, and rares are basically items that they don't sell in the shop anymore, or they never sold in the shop, and you got them when you bought VIP, which is basically membership. So like whenever you buy VIP, you'd get these special items in return for spending your money. So people like to trade and sell these items on the game. People would trade them for different rares. People would trade them for greats, which basically gives you credit for the game and also helps you level up. And people would also sell them for iTunes cards and Amazon gift cards, and some people would sell them for VIP. And it was the coolest thing. It was a good trading system, but with every little trading system there comes a scammer, and that was me. But there are also a lot of them. I can't remember by name, but there were so many. So I decided to make a new account specifically for scamming people. And it worked. I would send all of my rares from my main account onto my account with rares that I would trade specifically on that account. So I would always tell them, you send it to me first, I'll send it back, that or no deal at all. I normally made really good deals, and by that I mean too good to be true deals, but people still wanted in on it. So I'd be like, I'll give you this very valuable item for that mediocre item. And they'd be like, seriously? So they'd send it first. And then I would click that little block button and they were gone. So I kept this up for about a year, up until I was about 13. I literally spent a year taking online clothes from people and then blocking them. And multiple times, I would have someone text me from a different account, because you can make multiple accounts on that game, saying, oh my god, why would you scam me? You scammed my little sister. How could you do this? She's literally crying. I never believed it. Actually, you know what? I could believe it. Some kids are crying because they lost an internet clothing item. And so I'd have people text me that junk. And then I remember one time, I had this one girl, and she would text me saying, I have cancer. Why would you do this to me? I'm literally dying. I didn't believe it first, because, why would you bring that up after? Wouldn't it be something important? I feel like that's something you'd use as a guilt trip for people before you send it, so you can be sure they'd send it. It's terrible to fake an illness just for the sake of making someone feel bad for taking an internet clothing item. So I recently went back on my account to conduct in-depth research, because I am very good at researching what I did on that stupid game. So basically, on your profile, you have this thing called a guest book in which people can write in. And so oftentimes whenever I scam someone, they would go onto a different account, or they message their friends to spam scammer into my guest book, so that people, whenever they'd want to trade with me, new people, they would just have to look at my guest book and be like, oh, she's a scammer. Never mind. I took that into consideration, flipped it around. I made it work for me. So I would make accounts specifically for spamming my guest book with scammer. So people would message those accounts that I ran, that I spammed my guest book with, saying, did so-and-so scam you? I would always say, no, I just didn't like her trade offer. So they'd ask again, so she didn't scam you? And I'd be like, no. So they'd go back to my main account where they're trading with, and they'd be like, okay, you're not a scammer. This person just said that your offer was ridiculous. And so they would send it to me, and I would block them. And then I win. So I was a very smart 12 to 13-year-old. So with all that comes the absolute worst thing that I did. I actually regret it, but I can't find the person who gave this to me. It was terrible, and I regret it so much, and I wish I could apologize and send them what I was supposed to send them, but I don't know who it was, because this was literally 4 years ago. So when I was 13, this one girl messaged me saying, "Hey, I will give you 3 months worth of VIP if you give me an insert name of very valuable rare." And I was like, "Are you serious?" She went like, "Yeah, I'll do it, you know?" And I was like, "Okay, I'll do this, but I'm gonna make an account for you to buy the VIP on, and then I'll send you the rare from that account." And so I made an account, I set up my email, I did all my junk, and she went on there, bought 3 months worth of membership for that account, and then I blocked her on my main account. Because, you know, I made a new account, there's nothing valuable on there, it's just a new person. So all I had to do was go and change the password really quick while she was like trying to keep coming in. Because like whenever you log into your account and someone else logs in, you get logged out and they stay logged in. So I would try to log in and she'd log me out while I'm trying to change the password. So I went really quick, I changed the password to something like just something really quick, and she couldn't log in anymore. And she messaged me on so many accounts saying, "Oh my god, why would you do this?" And I just kept blocking them. I scammed this girl, this poor girl, of $40 for pixels on the internet. And I feel so bad now, it was terrible. I don't know what was going through my head. I was really greedy with this game. I wanted stuff. I just had 3 months of membership for this game, and this poor girl was $40 poor and didn't get what she wanted. She spent $40 of her parents' hard-earned money and got none in return. I was 13 and scamming literal, actual money from people. Like, this wasn't the same as like stealing some online clothes that you could buy with credits that aren't in the store anymore. I was literally scamming money at this point, and I feel so bad about it. Like, I was such a bad kid with this game. Like, these poor people didn't deserve it. I was just like, I want it. And so I get it, and then what are you gonna do? Be mad at me? You can't report kids on this game for scamming. That's not in the little code. Like, you can't say, they promised they'd give me this, but then blocked me afterwards. There was no button for it. If you wrote that down in the box where it says, "If other, please specify." If you wrote that down in that box, then they wouldn't do anything, because it's basically your fault. Like, don't get me wrong. It's my fault for not sending it back, but it's your fault for sending first. And I'm not gonna sit here and be like, their fault for getting scammed, because, you know, it is entirely my fault for blocking them. Moral of the story, know who you're sending to. Don't do the same shit I did. I just carry guilt around now. I just feel bad now. I kind of don't want to like go back and do it anymore. It was just like so mean. I log into this account about like once every 4 months. And I play the game for about 3 days and then I get bored. And I haven't scammed anyone since that whole VIP thing, because I was like, okay, this is enough. But I've still got like hella good rares on my accounts. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for sticking through this long throughout the video. This was actually like kind of fun to film because I was like reminiscing on all the things I used to do as a kid that was like so rude and mean. And I got to like feel guilt about it finally. I felt no remorse at all, so I was just like a little kid just being like, ha ha. Like and subscribe, turn on that bell notification button, hit that like button, leave a comment, recommend me to your friends. Like, what's good? I'm a cool kid. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.